Hey guys, welcome to the Heart of Pilates and Yoga home workouts. Today I'll be taking you through your stretching, lengthening and mobilizing routine. So please come and join me. My name is Nicole and I'll be your instructor for today. All right, so let's get started guys. So come and lay down onto your mats. Stretch your legs out to the very end of your mat and then take a nice big inhale. Reach your arms over your head. Find that full body stretch. Fingertips reaching one way and toes stretching down to the end of your mat. Inhale again to find some length in your body. And on your exhale, begin to float the arms to the sky. And once you see your fingertips start to lift your head, draw the chin into your chest and peel your spine off the floor. Once you find that seat at the top, ground your sit bones, lift up out of your spine. Take a deep breath in and feel the crown of the head lengthening. On your exhale, pull your belly button back in, round through the lower back, round down, feeling every bone touching the floor in order of your spine. We have a few more here, so take a full body stretch. Reach out. Inhale, breath. Exhale, float the arms. Draw the chin towards the chest. Keep the arms reaching forward as you peel upper spine, middle spine, lower spine. Find the seat. Lift up and lengthen. Lift the chest. Drop the shoulders, find all of the length in the neck, and then slowly scoop the belly back in. Roll back down, bone by bone. On the inhale again, find that reach. Arms overhead, finger knuckles to the floor, toes reaching to the opposite end of your mat. Inhale again to lengthen down to the side of your body. On your exhale, float the arms. Draw the chin back to the chest. Keep the legs energizing, pressing them down on the mat as you find that lift. Inhale, chest comes up. Crown of the head lifts and find space everywhere in your body. Scoop the belly back in, rounding down, find that lower back first, then the middle spine, then the upper spine, and inhale your arms. Stretch and lengthen. Last one guys, exhale, float those arms. Chin to the chest, peel off bone by bone by bone. Sit bones, chest comes up, arms reach forward, curl your toes to your shin. Hinging forward at your hips, find some space through the lower back. Draw the chin in and fold over your thighs to whatever feels comfortable. Find the ribs opening in the back. Lengthen a little further, breathe out. Inhale, find the sit bones and scoop the belly back, rolling back down one bone at a time. Let's prepare to move into our hip rolls, bending through your knees. Find this alignment, your Pilates alignment. Your toes, your knees, your hips and your shoulders all in line with each other. Let the arms rest, palms opening. It helps to open out across the chest. Keep the back of the neck long. Inhale, we're going to imprint our lower back into the floor. A tiny tuck of that pelvis. Inhale again. Exhale, start to lift through the tailbone, the lower back, then the middle spine. Find a little bit of height, that space between your bottom and the floor. Pressing up through the back chain of your body. So that posterior chain, working down the extensors of the back, the glutes and those hamstrings. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, start to unwind from the neck. Again, articulating the spine bone by bone as you roll back down. Feel the massage of every inch of your vertebrae. Breathe in, find your natural curve, a little bit of a lift if you have one, and breathe out, imprinting the low spine down. Lift the tailbone. As you roll up, can you keep your knees in line with your hips and in line with your shoulders? Find that space at the top, the opening of your hip flexors, grounding through the backs of the shoulder blades. My palms are still facing the sky. Inhale, curl in at the belly, ribs closing. Exhale, unwinding. Upper back, middle back, down through the lower back and the waistband. That natural curve as you just release it. Breathe out again. We have two more. Flatten into the low back. Starting to curl under first, through the coccyx or the tailbone. Then rolling up, bone by bone. Find the breath out. Inhale at the top. Grounding the backs of the shoulders. Can you energize the back of the legs, the glutes a little bit more? Keep the ribs closing in. On your exhale, unwind. Feel the heels hooking as you roll back down. Our lucky last one here. Bone by bone down. Inhale again, find a release. On the exhale, imprint the low spine. Scoop through the lower abdominals as you peel up. Breathing out, grounding through the shoulders. Find the length of the neck, it should still be there. Breathe in as you hold it. A little bit longer on that last one, really energizing the back of the body. And let's exhale, roll back down, one bone at a time. At the bottom, take release, inhale, maybe find a little bit more space, and then slowly bring your legs to tabletop. Tabletop is our 90 degrees over our hips and at our knees. Hold the backs of the thighs and the creases of your knees. Lift your head and look towards your belly, scooping it in on the way up. Start to roll up your spine, massaging again, feeling that nice rolling of the spine. Folding yourself around, let's join ourselves in tabletop or our 4-point kneeling position. Open the fingers, finger knuckles pushing down. There's an energy through the wrist, up the elbow, and right up through the upper arm bone. Your knees are under hips, neck is long and neutral. Take a big inhale. Round your spine to the sky. Feel the space moving in between every bone of your spine. Press with the arms, push the shins down, and scoop the belly up a little bit more space. And let's slowly breathe out and find the cow stretch. The belly starts to fall to the floor. We're gonna look up, lift the sternum or the breastbone, draw the shoulders down, tailbone lifts. Start to feel the extensors of the back running either side of the spine, becoming a little shortened here. And let's go into it again, cat stretch, pressing through the arms, the base of the feet, the shins, the knees, spine to the sky, find the space, shoulder blades spreading across the back. Deep breath in. Exhale as the belly starts to move back to the floor. Lift the tailbone, shoulders down. Cat and cow is one of my favorite stretches. I will do this several times a day. So don't be afraid to do this as many times as you please. Let's move back into cat. We have 2 more. We're going to take a little bit more tempo now. Round the spine, chin to the chest, push with the arms. Find the space, tuck the tailbone under your body. Big breath out through your cow, looking up. Shoulders pull down, lift the tailbone once more for me. Inhale, breath, round the spine to the sky. Exhale, guys, slowly arching through the spine. Let the belly fall, let it get heavy in the stomach. Tailbone lifts, looking up, winding the upper arm bone in. Big breath in, big breath out, neutral spine. Let's take ourselves into our bird dog exercise. Opposite arm, opposite leg. I'm going to move my right arm and my left leg away from each other together. Maintaining balance and stability, find length, stretch, lengthen fingertips and toes. And as you guide the arm and the leg back in, just return, finding that balance. Keep moving out in the alignment, your Pilates alignment, your toes, your knees, your hips and shoulders in line with each other on both sides of the body. Inhale, exhale, your breath works both ways here. It might be exhale, reach, and it might be inhale, returning, or exhale and inhale. Totally up to you. We've got 8 more here. Stretch. Don't be worried about your height. Think of all of that length, getting longer, more elongated in the body, opening the space in the joints. Inhale, lengthen, and return. Lengthen. Keep those finger knuckles spreading down along the floor. Almost there, 4 more. And back. Keep the body reaching long. Last 2, lengthen. And back, 1 more, reach, lengthen, stretch, and return. Let's take an opening and some rotation here. One arm opens to the sky, fingertips reach, big breath out, and back. Changing sides. And back. A few more each side. Maybe every time you open, there's a little bit more space to be found. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, 4 more. And down, 3 more. And down, last 2. A little bit more of a reach. chest opens, thoracic extension rotation. Lucky last. And let's slowly make our way down onto our bellies, any old way. Legs out, about hip width, maybe slightly wider. Resting first off with your elbows just slightly tucked underneath the shoulders. A little bit of space either on the edges of your mat or just off the sides. Take your breath in, keep the neck long. Start to feel a little bit of a lift, like there's a blueberry sitting underneath your belly button. Then chest begins to raise. Pressing through the elbows, the forearms, and those hands. Keep the sternum lifting. Inhale. And slowly exhale back down. We're gonna prep with these, and this may be where you stay today, or you might choose to increase the amount of extension as we move through it. So just one more. If you're still working through the forearms, stay here. And on your next one, if you feel like there's a little bit more room to go, take the arms a little bit further back, fingertips towards the shoulders. The elbows might peel off the floor. Still exhale. Chest begins to lift. Shoulders are down. Maybe the chest comes high, maybe the ribs, maybe even the belly. Shoulders relax, neck is long. In any variation, if you're staying on the elbows or if you're choosing to lift the elbows, we have 2 more. Take your time to melt back to the floor. Press through the fingertips, finger knuckles, heels of the hand, and start to lift through the chest, through the ribs. Keep the neck long. If you're lifting all the way through the elbows, crown of the head begins to lift. Shoulders are down. Last one, slowly down towards the floor. Inhale, adjust if you need to again, forearms or hands creep back. Keeping the neck long and neutral. Chest begins to lift, shoulders down. And slowly make your way down. Pressing to child's pose, just to have a little stretch through the lower back. Wiggle the knees up. They can be wide on the edges of the mat. They might be close. I prefer a little bit of a wider position through the knees. And the arms are going to reach forward. Inhale, exhale. Start to lower your chest, your nose, your forehead towards the floor. There is an option here to bend the elbows, stack the hands, and let the forehead rest. That feels really nice and not as intense for the shoulder joint. So totally up to you. Deep breath in, exhale again. And let's slowly bring our bodies back into our 4-point kneeling position. So hands stacking back underneath your shoulders and your knees stacking underneath your hips. We're gonna find a high plank position now, so step the toes out, lifting up through the knees, pike the hips towards the sky like you're making a triangle shape of the body. Hips lift, keep the load out of the wrist, but keep the fingers spread. Inhale as you find space through the armpits, front and back of the shoulders, push through the tippy toes, the balls of the feet. On your exhale, we're gonna make our way back to our high plank. Press back through the backs of the legs. Neck is long, arms are energized, legs are energized. Inhale, scoop the belly up, press the hips back to the sky. And drop those heels. Find some length in the back of your legs. Heels high, belly scoops, push space through the fronts and backs of your shoulders. Find your high plank. Option here is to dip your thighs towards the floor and come back into that extension. Maybe that's not you. If it's not, just stay in that high plank position. Come back to plank. Let's do it 2 more times. Maybe it's just here or maybe it's the extension. Hips lift, belly scoops up. Find the chest, moving closer to your thighs and drop the heels. Stretching the back of the legs, Achilles, calves and ankles. Heels high. Find your plank. Option is to stay here or to allow your thighs to fold downwards. Chest begins to lift. Hook with the balls of the feet and the toes. Lucky last, find your plank. Keep energy through the arms and the legs. Space up and around the shoulder blades. Pike your hips to the sky. Good, drop those heels. Lift those heels, keep the chest towards the thighs, finding plank. Again, option to stay or finding a little bit of a drop through the thighs. Extending the spine, shoulders are down, open up through the collarbones. Plank position. Inhale, soften the knees back. Step forward with your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Open through your left hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, hold it. Step your right foot back, soften the knees, and left foot forward. Open through your right hip flexors. Bounce a little if it feels right. Stay holding if that feels better. Deep breath, your left foot steps back. Soften the knees, right foot forward. Left knee rests. Right arm opens to a twist, big breath out. Right arm down and left arm opens to a twist, big breath out. Left arm down, lift your left knee, step your right foot back, soften the knees, spring forward left foot. Soften the right knee, left arm opens to a twist. Left arm lowers, right arm opens to a twist, big breath out. Right arm down, tuck those right toes, lift the right knee, left foot steps back, soften the knees, and then pike the hips back up. Walk it in towards your tippy toes, one hand at a time. Your knees might be bent or they might be fully extended. Find the weight shifting through the heels, the lightness in the toes. Inhale. Exhale, fold a little bit further. Doesn't matter where you are. You might have hands to floor, you may have bent knees, and you may be holding your elbows. Wherever you are, find some space in the back of your legs. Let the head become heavy, the back of the neck long and lengthened. 2 more big breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, through pursed lips. 1 more inhale. Exhale. When you are ready, soften gently through those knees. Keep the head hanging heavy. Begin to roll up just like your spinal articulation work. We're moving up bone by bone. The arms are heavy. You can keep the knees bent or you can extend them to straight legs. At the top, give your shoulders a roll. Maybe the head a little bit of a roll. Find back into your Pilates alignment, toes, knees, hips, and shoulders. We're gonna roll it down again, tuck the chin into the chest. Our Pilates standing roll down. Let the arms become heavy. Your head, your neck, your shoulders all falling like a dead weight as you roll down one bone at a time. Deep breath in at the bottom. Again, it doesn't matter. You may be at the knees, shins, toes. Wherever you are, find the space and the length in the backs of the neck. The length in the spine, length in the hamstrings, the behind your knees. If it feels right for you, add a little bit of a sway from right to left. Or maybe shifting your weight from the heels to the toes. Deep breath. Find a grounding stillness through the feet, even weight. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Let's prepare to roll up for some standing side bending work. So very slowly, piece by piece of the spine, keep working through the deep abdominals as you find your standing shape. Roll your shoulders, roll out the head, loosen out. So now that we have all of this space throughout the body, check in with the alignment. Toes, knees, hips and shoulders. Your head over your rib cage over your pelvis. Take a deep inhale, float your arms over your head to the sky, interlace your palms together, fingers together, push to the ceiling. Inhale, find length. On the exhale, side bend, any side is okay. Open between the ribs and the hips. Keep reaching. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and begin to arrive back to standing. Inhale, find a deeper stretch. Exhale, side stretch, open the other side of the body. Ribs to hips are stretching, finding length in that waistband. Inhale, Have you got room to go a little further? Breathe out. Inhale, come on back. Float those arms down. Let's do one more. Inhale again, arms up. Deep breath in, palms to the sky. Stretch down the lats, down the side of your waist. Exhale, one side. Open again. Maybe there's space to go a little further. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arrive back to standing. Stretch again. Exhale, side bend to the other side. Stretch and open that side of your body. Inhale, exhale. Arrive back to standing. Release it, shoulder roll down and back. Come and join me in a seat, finding a comfortable shape on your sit bones. So when you arrive, we're going to open the legs into a bit of a side splits position or straddle position. Grounding your sit bones, so you may just need to wiggle the little fleshy parts of your butt out of the way. Find the grounding parts of the sit bones. Your toes might be pointed, might be flexed. If they're rolling in, see if you can spiral a little bit out of your thigh. Take a deep breath and stretch your arms forward. Puff the chest. Open the arms. Now twisting your left hand towards your right foot. Deep breath in. Soar down towards the toes. Look at your right hand. Keep reaching if there's space. Lift up. Come all the way forward, right arm joins, inhale, open those arms, right hand towards the left foot, twist, reaching towards the left toes, look to your left hand if there's space, keep reaching. Lift up, come back and rotate through center, inhale, chest lifts, open those arms, side bend again, side twist, lengthen over the thigh towards your toes, reach for your back hand. Inhale, find your center, close the arms, breathe in, chest, open the arms, twisting, rotating, stretch towards the left toes, look to your left hand, and rebuild, finding your center here. Soften the hands down, take a big breath in, spiral your thighs back again, toes pointed, relaxed or flexed. Start to walk the hands as far as you feel comfortable, and it's okay if this is enough for you. If there is space to go a little bit further, start to take it out one hand at a time. Maybe even resting your forearms down might feel like a nice option. If you have the space, feel an opening in the hips, the groin, the inner thighs. Keep folding as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale, exhale again. And then re-stack every bone of your spine. Guys, make your way down onto your back. We're going to finish with some twisting of the spine, and that will conclude our stretching, lengthening and mobilizing home workout. So give your legs a little bit of a shake out here, maybe an opening and a closing of the knees. Shuffle yourself down onto your back, rolling back, left leg long. Right knee is going to pull into the chest using your hands. Take hold of your right knee with your left hand and your right arm pressing down onto the floor. Ground the back of the shoulder. Fold your right knee over to the left. Starting to rinse and spiral through the waist and the spine. Allow the leg to go as far as you feel comfortable. You may even need to adjust this left hip and wriggle it back to stack under the right. Use the left hand if it feels okay to add a little bit of load, a little pressure, and gently look towards your right hand. Big breath out. One more inhale and an exhale. And when you are ready, allow the head to return to neutral. Unroll this right leg. Place it back to the floor and bend your left knee. Just reset. Right leg goes long. Bring your left knee, squeeze it in. Holding the knee, the shin, or even just the back of the thigh. Feel this tightening. You may feel a little tingling sensation through the hip. Tighten a little further. Start to circle, massaging that hip joint. The thigh might even be pressing down against your abdominals. Inhale once more. Let's hold that left knee with your right hand. Left arm opens. Deep breath in, folding that knee over your body. Going over to the right again, just stop wherever you feel comfortable. If there's space, and the leg wants to fall to the floor, adjust your right hip, wriggle it back under the left. Right hand can support this and add a little bit of a deeper, more intensity in the stretch. Gently look over the left hand. Deep breath in, exhale. Once more, inhale breath, and an exhale. When you're ready to return to the center, lifting that left leg, bringing it back, planting your foot on the floor, adjust your hips and bend your right knee. Take a breath, hug both knees in, open and close the knees, circling through both hip joints. Inhale, and on the exhale, ground the feet down. Stretch them to the end of your mat, inhale your arms, and let's prepare one last roll up. Inhale, stretch out and lengthen your whole body. Exhale those arms and float them to the sky. We're gonna dive right over those thighs, chin to the chest, peel off the floor, finding space in the backs of the thighs and the spine. Chin in, holding for as long as you like. Thank you so much, guys, for joining our home workout, stretching, lengthening and mobilizing that body, opening you up through the joints, opening you up through all the muscles, the tissues and the tendons. So I hope you feel really relaxed, really stretched out, and stay tuned for some more videos. Please join us on YouTube.